And what I'd like to do is not say any more at this point, because I'd like to ask for my assistance, my colleague Frank Prosnitz, to help introduce our special guest speaker, and I hope his story touches you as much as it has us. So without any more, this is Frank Prosnitz.
Yeah, thank you. I do our communications. I just want to make one quick note. You saw the 8,000 some odd donations last year. 3 donations, 3 people can be helped with each donation. It's roughly 25,000 people, which is larger than a lot of our communities in Rhode Island. So you help entire towns full of people, which is really pretty incredible. So one of the privileges I have in my job is I get to meet a lot of blood recipients, and I hear a lot of really compelling stories. They are all ages, and they keep telling me personally why we continue to do this all the time, because of the incredible potential we unleash, particularly when we help young people. So several weeks ago I got to meet Alex, who this morning took over my job, sitting in my chair, working on my computer, and so now I'm out of work, I'm an unemployed. Alex is a phenomenal young man who, he's going to tell you his story, who first gave the talk that he's going to give you this morning to members of his church. He's a wonderful young man, has a great family, and without much more, Alex, come on up and take over his place.
Good morning, I'm Alex. Good morning, I'm...
You're right.
This is on TV, is it? Good morning, I am Alex. I am 10 years old. First, I want to thank everybody here that has given blood. I'd like to tell you a story about when I was born. I had a miracle birth by the grace of God. There were many times following my birth that needed intervention, divine, and otherwise for me to survive. The most critical was getting blood. You see, when I was born, I was a preemie with various problems that happened during my birth. And like most babies, afterwards I developed yellow jaundice. But since the hospital was so overcrowded, some others sleeping in the hallways even, no one thought to check me for or do anything about it. And as we were there only a day and a half. So my mom and dad took me home not even knowing. They became concerned when I didn't wake up for 24 hours even to eat. They tried to wake me up, but they couldn't. After calling the doctor and going to the emergency room, they found out I was in a coma because of a high level of jaundice, and I had a slim chance of surviving. The doctor said God was looking out for me because a world-renowned specialist was at the hospital next door and came to treat me. He said by now my blood was poison for me, and for me to live, it would need to be completely replaced. So they took out all my poison bloods and slowly put in someone else's healthy blood so I could live. Then about in a month, my body made its own healthy blood to replace that was given to me. I thank God for the smart doctors and nurses that saved my life. Especially for the unselfish people who donated their blood so I could live. So please donate. You may get to save some other baby's life today, and they may get to grow up also. Thank you.
I'm going to use your coat. Alex, that was phenomenal. Can you turn around and show them what you have in the back of your thing there? Hold it high. That was great, Alex. Can you finish the presentation for me? You're much more appealing than I. Okay, all right. You're good? You're good? Okay, excellent, excellent. And then later on, too, all of you will have a chance to meet Alex if you like, ask him any questions or whatnot. He's a great young man, and I think Frank had told me he might be our next one of our future presidents.
He's a future president.
He is a future president of ours, so.
And he won't raise taxes.
Okay, well let me explain for those of you who haven't been here before and for those who have, it's a little refresher.